Right, hello, welcome to a very windy and quite cold fishing hinny. It's 4:30, just on low tide. And as you can see, the sea's well away. I wasn't expecting it to be quite as rough. I was going to go to Seaton Sluice, but I couldn't even get on the rocks there. So I thought, well, I'll come round here. It's a little bit more sheltered, but it's going to be tricky to fish because the rocks are going out quite a bit down here. So if I do get a fish on, it's going to be tricky to get it over the rocks. I'm using lugworm and mussel, and that's clipped down onto a pulley rig with a 6-ounce gripper lead. And I'm going to just try and chuck it into the deeper part of the channel. About there. Yeah, spot on actually that. When I wind in, I'm going to have to come over next to where you are and bring it across. There's a bit of a gully comes in. I think that would be the safest way to do it. It'll be easier as the tide's coming in when there's more water there. But for now, I'm just going to have to manage. You see that rod's getting pulled around. It's obviously just chucking the weight around on the bottom out there. Hopefully it'll grip into something. I could have took the easy option and went in the bays, but I just thought, I've fished this part before, I know it, so we'll see what happens. So you might be wondering why this is not a video from Scotland. Well, the truth of the matter is I haven't got any videos from Scotland. It was terrible fishing. The weather turned awful and I was a little bit homesick. So I came home after 6 days. 3 of those days were rain, 3 days were sunshine, but there just wasn't any fish around. It got us a little bit down towards the end of the holiday, and I just decided that the next few days were going to be pretty much wind and rain, and I thought, well, I'd rather be at home if it's going to be windy and rainy. So I drove back on the Sunday, and I've just mooched around the house ever since. So today I had to come out. I was just getting myself into a bit of a pickle. Don't know whether that's bites or not. Might be easier for us to hold the rod, just feel for it, see what's happening. If I just get that rod tip right up, and if I just hold it like that, and it might be a bit easier to determine if it's bites or if it's just bouncing around. So I guess this is the start of the winter season. It's, was it the 12th today? 12th of September. There's a bit of seaweed just blowing all the way up my line to the top of my rod. Oh, that was a bit of a pull. So yeah, it's the start of the winter season. Hopefully the codling will be coming in, and the cod. Getting quite a bit of movement on that. I don't know whether it's been that long since I've done this kind of fishing. I've lost my touch. But I think I'm going to check this to see if A, if there's any bait left on it, and B, to see if I can get it in. So I'm going to go and stand on that rock over there. I think that's probably the best place to be winding from. There's a little bit of a gully comes in, so hopefully I can pull it in through there. Right, there's nothing on it. I'm not snagged. Can I get it up and over? Right, it's on the top. If I can bring it in with a wave, that's probably the best thing to do. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, got it. Right, that wasn't too bad. Right, well that went better than I thought it was going to go. I was thinking I'm not going to get anything back, but I got the lot back. There looks to be quite a bit of weed out there because there's quite a lot on me hook. So I'll just clean that off. Check it's sharp. And I'm going to put some lugworm on here. Get that hook filled up. So I'm using a 4-row. And it's just on one of the rigs that I had made up in the box, in the bag already. I know that a lot of you give us some advice on my last video about making the rigs, and I will take all that advice on board. But for today, I'm just using the rigs that I'd previously made up. But I will make slight changes to them for the next time I'm making some rigs up to hopefully improve my chances of catching. So I'm just using, it's just little bits of black lug. They're not massive, but they'll do the job. So I'll put 2 of them on, and I'll stick a bit of mussel on as well. I've got 2 bags of mussel and 2 bags of lugworm. Keep the baits nice and big. Hopefully attract some fish. The joys of bait fishing. Stinky hands, stinky clothes. It's all good fun though. Honestly. New bait. Rigged and ready. So I'm just going to chuck it about the same place. I'm going to have to learn to cast further as well. Sometimes you just want that bit extra distance. Like now, I'd rather have just a little bit extra distance on my cast. Always watching what I'm doing on the rocks. Such a treacherous place. You've just got to be careful as you can. Don't take any chances, any risks. See, it's just bouncing around quite a lot. I'm hoping the sea might settle down a little bit once the tide turns. I think it has just turned actually. And I'll be able to fish on here. There's not really any danger of waves coming up and over. It's just for bite detection and for basically just being able to fish properly. I'm sure I'll know if it's a fish. It'll be more violent of a bounce than that. I'll just show you around. It's about 5 o'clock, so I've been here about 45 minutes. I'm not going to stay all night. I think I'll probably just stay until the sun sets. I've got my torches and stuff with us, but I just fancy an early finish. So I'll probably fish until it was 7:30, so another 2.5 hours. So a snackage today, I have from Glenton's Bakery. I've got a delicious, stodgy corned beef slice. Perfect. Right, Right, it's time to get a fresh bait on. Because I don't think the baits are going to be lasting very long in that rough water. Nothing on there. It's up on the surface. So I can bring it in with that big swell. Yeah, here we go. Up and over. I'll have to do the same with any fish. Just kind of bring them in on the swells. Yeah, see, I'm getting weeded up quite a bit there, but right, let's bait it up. So on this one I'm just going to put straight lug. So I've got a nice few worms on there. Nice big juicy bait. It's better. Let's get a fish this cast. Wouldn't that be nice? So that rock's starting to cover up down there. Ideally I want this covered as well. I'll just sit and watch that rod tip and see if I can distinguish between bites and rough and tumble. Oh, it's getting really bad here, like the roughness of the sea. Don't know what I'm going to do. I'm kind of in the mindset that I'm here now. And moving on, I'm just going to waste time. It's, you know, to pack up, even just to move on the beach or something, it's going to take a good half an hour, which is half an hour of fishing. I think just stick it out here and hope for the best. Right, come on, get your thinking head on. Think fish. Don't know if you can see that, but there's two kestrels just up there. Unusual to see two feeding so close to each other. Might be a breeding pair. All I want is one fish. I'll be very happy if I get one, but look at this. I don't know if it looks as bad on camera as what it actually is, but you can see it's rolling in from way out there. So I'm fishing into this area, probably about there. But you can see when the waves get up, they're just coming all the way in. It'll be chucking my weight all over the place. The end of the rod's just bouncing everywhere. That's getting absolutely hammered around on the bottom that. Don't know whether that's bites or not. It's just impossible to tell. So I think 2 more casts after this. Oh. Is that bites? I don't know. I felt more like bites there. Have I got one on? Come on. Oh, if I have, how am I going to get it up? I have to bring it right round over there. Is it a fish? Is it a fish? bring it in with the swell if it is. Is it a fish? Haha! It's a fish! Right, I'll have to be careful on the end here. Yes! Get it in, get it in! Yes! After all that time. Oh. Get in! How good is that? A little kelpie cod. I'm so chuffed. Oh. Right, I need to get that out. I'll just show you and then I'll get it out. And hopefully I'll be able to get him back in as well. So there we go. That was worth the trip, wasn't it? Nice little kelpie cod there. Nice red colours. It's got a bit of damage on the back of him. Don't know what that is. That looks like old wounds. It hasn't happened when he's been just coming in. But I'm going to get him off and get him back in. Right, so just one more look, because that might be the last fish of the day. Ooh. Nice cod. I'm going to put him back in. Hopefully he'll live to fight another day. He's just going to have a high dive off here. That looks like he's away. Get in. Right, here we are. Bait back up again. It's a good job I didn't pack in and moved to a different venue, isn't it? That was nice to get a fish. So there's another bait. I think I've got this bait and then another bait left. I think that'll be it. Typically, I bet the fishing comes on now. So I'm going to go up here to cast again. This was the lucky spot last time. And just same place. Maybe slightly left. Yep, it's about the same place. Probably 10 yards to the left of where I just was. Let's have another one of them. I was right about seeing the bite. It was really obvious when there was a fish on. Even with just a little fish like that, it was just bouncing hectically rather than just kind of pulling and bouncing. It was do-do-do-do-do. This is what I'm fishing into now. Very rough. You know, it is, the end of my rod's just gone ballistic. I just really can't tell if it's a bite or waves. I don't want to bring it in yet because it hasn't been out long. It seems to be coming in with the... It's almost like it's coming in bit by bit. But then it pulls like that. But it doesn't feel like the fish. It's too steady of a pull. I'll leave it a bit. It's just really, really hard to tell. I don't know if this is where a stiffer rod would come in better or whether it would be just the same on that. Right, I think I'm going to have a cup of tea. I think I deserve one after that. Look at that sky. How amazing does that look? Absolutely stunning. Starting to turn pink right out there. The clouds have got that lovely two-tone effect to them. And then a bit up there as well, but apart from them clouds over there, there's not a thing in the sky. Crystal clear. It'll be a cold night tonight. I think this is snagged. I'm not sure I'm going to get it out. I've already tried a couple of times. Oh, something's just come away. I think I lost the weight. That's all right. That's what's supposed to happen. That rotten bottom just pops off. And I just stick another weight on it. Feels like that's all I've lost. We shall see. Yeah, looks like the rotten bottom just came off. Not bad though. That's the first thing I've lost tonight. There we go, you can see that the rotten bottom just snapped. That's how it's supposed to work. That's great. So I got my hook back and everything else. I'll get that baited up and back out again. Right. This is the penultimate cast. So one more after this. So I've got a nice big bait on there. There's about 3 lugworms and 2 mussels. The next cast will have about 4 or 5 lugworm on and 1 mussel. So just a slight change of ratio. So this is it. Coming towards the end, see if we can get another one. Get my foot in here. That's it. I know that catching fish isn't the be-all and end-all of fishing. And it's the activity that matters, getting out and doing it. But it doesn't half pick you up when you catch a fish. It makes it feel so much more worth it coming out and enduring the crappy weather. So if I got another fish, it would be twice as good. The size of them waves now. That was a bite. Fish. Oh, if it is, it's a good one. Oh, bloody hell. I'll get it in. Get it in over the rocks, over the rocks. Come on, come on, come on. Where is it? Can I see it? Can I see it? I can feel it. Oh, did it just come off? Oh, I think I've just lost it. Oh, has it come off? No, it's still on, still on. Yes! Get in there! Woohoo! Bigger as well. It's a bigger fish. Wow, it's a nice one, isn't it? That's a nice codling, that. Proper chunk. Stay still, I'll get you unhooked. Right, I'll get the pliers out, but yeah, what a fish. What a lovely fish that is. Look at that. It's what we call a cut on the rocks. Wow, you've swallowed that right down, haven't you? Where have you got that? I can see it, but I can't get it. Got it. That's it. Are you alive? Nah, I think he's coming home with me. He's gone a bit limp. I couldn't get that out very easily. He's size though. So I'll take that home and I'll have him for dinner. Not tonight, a different night. But yeah. Right, this is the last cast before it gets dark and then I'm away. So I've just gone monster bait, huge, everything that's left is on there. I'm going to chuck this out and then I'm going to get my gear packed away, ready just to get it off the rocks when I get this back in, hopefully with the fish on. I'm going to cast from up here because I do get a slightly more steady cast from this point here. Perfect. Just where I wanted it. Right. I hope you can still see everything okay. I'm not going to bother putting lights on. I'm just going to, let's say, just get my stuff ready. Ready just to shoot off. Look at the sea now. Just had a monster bite there. I was about to put my head torch on too. Just so I can see properly. But yeah, that was a monster bite. Just as I was going to pack my stuff up. I think in hindsight I came down too early. I should have waited until the tide was halfway up. I'll remember that for next time. I think I must have missed whatever that was. It's still pulling, but it's just that kind of wave. The bottom, moving it around. But yeah, it just pulled, went right down. Like that. I wish I'd left the camera running. And make sure my rod doesn't go over. Because that wouldn't be very good, would it? Right, I'll get that cleared up. I know for a fact when I turn away it'll bite. I don't know if you can see, but over there we're nearly out of light. Just a little bit of sun left. Just enough to see what I'm doing. Right guys, I'm going to call it a day. It's getting too dark. Like I said, I didn't really want to be fishing in the dark tonight. But what a fantastic session, eh? It's been absolutely great. I don't know if you can see us or not, but yeah, I've had a wonderful session. It's been tough going. It's been rough fishing, but this is what I like, fishing off the rocks, catching some wild fish, and taking one home to have for some time. So I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll plan something for next week. I'll probably be out with David, fishing up on the rocks somewhere, and I'll bring you another video. So until next time, stay safe, tight lines,